share the video. I got you down. You doing swell? Yeah, I'm doing swell. We gotta go ahead and get class started right now. I'm just gonna share it on Facebook. Shalom, Christ. Who just chimed in? Alright, I got you down. Alright, Shalom, Lord Christ. Somebody else just chimed in? Alright, I got you down. We're gonna get class started in a quick second here. Just give me 1 second. We're gonna share the live video. We got a good topic today for class. Alright, shalom, yabashim yashah brakatah to the brothers, shalom shemalatah bashim yashah to the sisters. This is I.S.U.P.K. Atlanta Tuesday Brotherhood class. Today we got a good topic. It's a lot of scriptures, so I'm gonna try to get through it. You understand? Try to get through these scriptures. You want your precept book for this one? You understand? It's gonna be a good Tawab class. We're gonna be talking about today the UFOs. Or what the white man, or so like what the oppressor would like to call the UFOs, which we know we in the I.S.U.P.K. we call them IFOs, meaning identified flying objects, because we know what they are. But we're gonna be talking about the UFOs according to the Bible, and it is something that's real, and it is something that's actually in the Bible. So we're gonna go over that today. So we're gonna go ahead and start. Give me you there, young man? You there, young man, Willie? Alright, go ahead and give me Shalom Lord Christ. Somebody just called in?
Shalom Lord Christ, Joseph.
Alright, I got you down. You doing too wild?
Not too wild, sir.
Alright, we're gonna get class started. Today we're doing a class on UFOs being the Lord's chariots. You understand? UFOs that you always see in like certain type of movies, Independence Day, Star Trek, whatever you call it, whatever movie you watch and you seen them, well, like an alien invasion or some type of attack like that. Them UFOs is actually the chariots of the Lord. So we're going to start off with Ezekiel. Give me Ezekiel, the first chapter, and start at verse 4. Pour Ezekiel chapter 1 and 4. I'm going to pull it with you. And then read it when you got it. Ezekiel chapter 1 and start at verse 4.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 1, verse 4. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself. A brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire.
Right. So it says, and I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud. You understand? That whirlwind that it's talking about is not talking about a storm. You understand? It's talking about the chariots, and when it says a whirlwind, it's because with the chariots, it's just like you see in all those videos that they have where people say they captured a UFO and it's in the sky. It's because it's spinning around, and it's because it's spinning so fast, it's causing a whirlwind. You understand? You got to understand, like at the time that Ezekiel was around, they didn't have movies like Independence Day, you know what I mean, just giving you a description of what it looked like or something that you could relate it to. So they was trying to relate it to the best that they could when they see these visions. You understand? So when he says he's seen a whirlwind, it's because it was spinning around real fast. And while it was spinning around, it's spinning around so fast that it's actually causing a whirlwind. Just like a hurricane, when a hurricane comes around and spinning so fast, or a tornado, a better way would be the tornado. It's spinning around. It's actually picking stuff up. It's carrying stuff with it. It's tossing things in the air, practically. You understand? So that's what he was seeing, a great whirlwind. And it says a great cloud. Now, is this talking about like an actual cloud? Which we're going to get into later with other precepts to show you that when you see the word cloud, not all the time is it actually talking about a cloud. It actually is them referring it to a UFO, you understand, or an IFO, or a flying sorcerer, which we're going to get into it some more. Read after it say a great cloud. Keep reading from there.
And a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire.
Right, you understand, meaning that around it was like fire. You understand, like it's in the Bible. I'm paraphrasing where it says, "You come to the clouds with fire." You understand, because you're gonna see what later on we're gonna get into what these UFOs or what these flying rolls is gonna be used for. You understand, during the time when Christ returned, but it had an amber or a fire around it. You understand? Keep going. Read the next chapter, the next verse.
Verse 5. Also, out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man.
Right, and it said, out of the midst also came the appearance of the appearance of 4 creatures that had the likeness of a man. What is this talking about? Anybody know what it's talking about right here? Shalom, Lord Christ, who just chimed in. Yeah, Yabashikata. All right, we going in on a topic, so we just jumping right into it. There's a little verses, so we trying to get through this, as quickly as possible for time's sake. But right now I'm at Ezekiel, the first chapter, verse 5. Anybody know what it's talking about? What is we saying? He saw the likeness of, or the appearance of 4 creatures. Like, what is he about to explain, or what is he seeing right now? Those 4 creatures. Like he already said in the first one, he's explaining. He's gonna get more in detail with it, but he's explaining the flying saucer. He's explaining the UFO that they would call in today's world. But it says also with the UFO is the likeness of 4 creatures. What are these 4 creatures? Go ahead.
Angels.
Angels, that's correct. You understand? He's explaining also the angels that's coming with the flying sorcerers. When Christ comes, he's coming with angels. I'm gonna get into that later, but he's coming with a multitude of angels. We're gonna get the exact number later. I'm gonna put a precept for it. But yeah, the sister is right. You understand? It's explaining the angels now, and it said they had the likenesses of a man. Anybody knows what it means that they had a likeness of a man? Well, for time's sake, they look like a man. You understand? Like if they had a likeness of a beast, then they would be on all 4s. You know what I mean? The likeness of a bird, they'd be flying. But it said, no, they had the likeness of a man, meaning they walked on 2 legs, you know what I mean? Had 2 arms. They had other features that a man don't have, but the main appearance of them, You know what I mean? The head, arms, legs, you understand? Walking, looking like a man. That's what it said. They had the likeness of a man. Read the next verse.
Verse 6. And everyone had 4 faces, and everyone had 4 wings.
Right, you understand? So meaning all the angels that they was explaining, and then notice it said that the 4 creatures. The reason why it didn't say angels is because when he seen this, he didn't know what the hell what he was seeing. That also shows you that when he's seeing this, it's something that's terrifying to see. You understand? Like when an angel, when you ever see an angel, it's something terrifying. That's why we read in previous classes and all throughout the Bible. Every time an angel visits somebody, what does it say that they were? It said they were so afraid. They was trembled. You understand? I always said that they was afraid, and the angel had to tell them, you know what I mean, don't be afraid. You know what I mean? I'm here, you know what I mean? Like they had to tell them, fear not. You understand? Because when you see that, it's something that's just, you gonna immediately bow your head. You just gonna immediately be like, what the hell? Showing you that the Lord is not something to play with. You understand? The Lord is not something that's just, you know what I mean, happy-go-lucky, got flowers around them like the Christian church would try to paint it. You understand? It's something that's serious and afraid, and that's why he called them creatures, because he didn't know what the hell he was seeing. He just knew it was something terrifying. You understand? But he also said, on verse 6, everyone had 4 faces and had 4 wings. You understand? Now, these wings, we're going to get into it, but these wings is not meant for flying. So I want you to think of how the white man, or the oppressor, you know, like to paint the picture of angels as if they flying on wings. These wings is not meant to fly. It's just an appearance that's added onto them to give them a terrifying look. So when you see them, you'll know that it's something not to be played with. You understand? But they have 4 faces, man. Imagine seeing something with 4 faces. You'll be like, you'll be scared out your damn mind. Well, I hope you would. I know I would. Understand? Keep going. Verse 7.
Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 7. And their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
Right, you understand? So it's displaying their feet like a calf feet. You understand? But it also says that the sole of their foot, they sparkle, it's like, and it says, and they sparkle like the color of burnished brass. What is this saying right here? Go ahead.
It said that the angels were so-called black.
Yeah, the angels, you don't got to say so-called, you understand? But the angels was black. You understand? Burnished means like if you burn something, it means burnt. You understand? If you get brass, in order to make brass how it is, you got to put it in the furnace, you know, level it out, and it comes out black. You understand? It comes out like a penny. But if you burn that penny, it comes out even blacker than that, showing you that the angels is even black. Like, Shalom, Lord Christ, who just chimed in?
Shalom, y'all, like
All right, I got you down. You doing Tawab?
everything go out the line out here.
Yeah, I'm doing Tawab. We're just going to go ahead and get right back into this class. We got a lot of precepts to go over today. But it say, you understand, burn is brass, meaning, you know what I mean, when you burn brass, it comes black, showing you that the angels is black. You understand? Like all the stuff that you see in the Christian church of the angels being white, you know what I mean, white little babies and all, you know what I mean, that's a bunch of nonsense because the Bible tells you that the angels is black. You understand? But keep going, read the next verse.
Verse 8. And they had the hands of a man under their wings on their 4 sides, and they 4 had their faces and their wings.
Right, keep going.
Verse 9. Their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went. They went everyone straight forward.
Right, and now this is clearly showing you that their wings was not meant to fly. You understand? It says the wings was joined one to another, meaning the 4 wings that they had was joined together, one to another. You understand? 2 on this side, 2 on that side. You understand? And it says they turned not when they went. You understand? When it says they turned not, meaning they didn't flap. They wasn't turning, they wasn't flapping to direct the angel. He wasn't flying with his wings flapping like a bird. You understand? But it said when they went, everyone went straight forward, meaning they didn't use their wings to fly. They was going straight forward, back. You understand? Like they was moving like it's gonna explain it, but even later. But they was moving like a UFO. You understand? They didn't need their wings to fly. That's not what their wings is for. It's meant to terrify you. You understand? Because a lot of people say, "Oh, well, you believe angels flying and they got wings." No, they don't use their wings to fly. And that's how you know with that verse. Keep going, read verse 10.
Gone out of one con. Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 10. As for the likeness of their faces, they four had the face of a man, and the face of a lion on the right side, and they four had the face of an ox on the left side. They four also had the face of an eagle.
Right, so you got the face of a man, like, you know, if you could try to look at our face, you got the face of a man from the first side, and then on the right side was the face of a lion, on the left side the ox, and then behind them was the face of an eagle. You understand? Like if you see something like that, you would be afraid, man. You wouldn't think, oh, look at me, I'm the greatest. The angel came to visit me. No, you'll be like, what the hell did I do? First thing you're gonna think is, did I do something wrong, and what the hell did I do? And please, Lord, forgive me. You understand? It shows it just in the Bible. Every time somebody got visited by the angel, they did the same thing. They was feared. They felt they was in fearful. Fell on their face. Was like, you know what I mean? Always thought like, what the hell is going on? You understand? And this is because this is what the angels look like. You understand? Keep going. Read the next verse. Verse 12.
Verse 11, sir.
No, oh yeah, verse 11. Yeah, Salakia.
Gone out of one con. Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 11. Thus were their faces, and their wings were stretched upward. Two wings of every one were joined one to another, and two covered their bodies.
Right, two wings joined one to another, and two wings covering the whole body. Keep going.
Verse 12. And they went every one straight forward, whither the Spirit was to go. They went, and they turned not when they went.
Right, keep going.
Verse 13. As for the likeness of the living creatures, their appearance was like burning coals of fire, and like the appearance of lamps.
Right, stop right there.
And down among.
So what is it saying right there? It says, and for the appearance of the creatures, I mean, it's still talking about the angels. It said their appearance was like the burning coals of fire, and like the appearance of lamps. Anybody want to take a shot at what that means? Or is how is it describing how they look?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
As if they were glowing.
Right, like as if they were glowing. You understand? Like you see when you see burning charcoal, you light up a grill, you put charcoal on the grill, and you burn it. After a while, like when you stop burning it, you see how it got that glowing red tint around it, or glowing red color around it. You understand? That's what it's talking about. Or if you got a lamp, you know what I mean? Like when you look at the lamp, you're not looking at the light, but you're looking at the lamp. It's like a glowing red light around the lamp. You know what I mean? That's how the angels look. In other words, you can relate it to looking like I don't know if none of y'all watch Dragon Ball Z, but you can look at it, you can relate it to looking like Goku, man. You know what I mean? Like when he had all the tint, the yellow tint and stuff around him, like he turned Super Saiyan or whatnot. You know what I mean? That's all that stuff comes from the Bible, man, because that's how the angels look. Like they was a damn Super Saiyan or something. You understand? Once again, showing you that it's nothing to be feared. It's nothing to be taken for a game. But go ahead.
Is that like something like Eddie Murphy in the Golden Tower?
Right. You understand? That's exactly what it'd be like. You know what I mean? There's that tint, that glow that's on it. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? You see that, you would be afraid, man. You wouldn't think twice. You would be scared. But that's the tint, that's the appearance that they had on them, on the angels. Keep going.
It went up and down among the living creatures, and the fire was bright, and out of the fire went forth lightning.
Right, meaning they burning everything up, man. As they going around, they burning everything up in their way. That's the path of destruction they leaving. Just straight fire and burning things up. You understand? Keep going. Next verse.
Verse 14. And the living creatures ran and returned at the appearance of a flash of lightning.
Right, that's how fast they were, man. Like they would like, you know what I mean? That's where your what's his name? Flash. Yeah, that's where your superhero Flash come from, man. Come from the Bible and the angels. Cause that's the angels realistically. That ain't no man, but that's the angels. You know what I mean? Fast as lightning, man. Understand what Flash symbol is? The lightning bolt, right? Is that's his symbol? You know what I mean? That's the angels, man, running as fast as lightning. Just gone. One minute they here, 1 minute they there. 1 minute they there, 1 minute they here. You understand? Something that's just terrifying. Keep going.
Verse 15. No, verse 14. And the living
No, we on
creatures
15.
ran and
No, we on 15.
verse Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 15. Now as I beheld the living creatures, behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creatures with his four faces.
Right, meaning as he was looking at the angels, he behold the wheel, meaning he behold the flying saucer, the UFO with it. You understand? Now he's about to get even more detailed description of what the UFO behind it looked like, or the IFO, what we call in the ISUPK, but the Lords of the Chariot for short. You understand? He about to start explaining what the chariots of the Lord look like. Keep going. Read the next verse.
Verse 16. The appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of beryl, and they four had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel.
Right. So when it says it had the appearance, the color of beryl, that's like that beryl is talking about is like a green color to it. So it had a green color to it in color. But it said it was like a wheel inside of a wheel. It's just like, you know what I mean? The closest thing you can relate it to is just like, you know what I mean, Independence Day. It got a wheel that's all around it. Then in the middle of it is like also another wheel. You understand? If I could pull up a picture, I would, but I can't right now. But it's you got to think about it like the closest you can think about it is like actual Independence Day. You know what I mean? A whole big wheel behind around it. You know, not like a tire wheel, but it's talking about like a circle. You know what I mean? You got a whole circle or a wheel around it, and then in the middle of it is also a wheel. You understand? Keep going.
Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 17. When they went upon their four sides, and they turned not when they went.
Right, and it's showing you how the spaceship move. Like I said, if you even watch any of these videos of people capturing footage of, you know, what I mean, flying saucers or UFOs on their footage, you see how they move. Like they don't turn. Like when you got a car, you know, what I mean, the car got the axles and the steering wheel that controls it. So where you want to go right, you got to turn the car right. You want to go left, you got to turn it left. You understand? Well, these didn't need to do that. You know what I mean? There's nothing to steer it to go right or left. You understand? It just goes forward, it goes back. It's like a hovercraft, like something just hovering over the air. It goes up, down, forward, back, sideways. You know what I mean? Any way it want to go, it just goes that way. There's no turning motion to it. You understand? Just like how you see in videos, you know what I mean, when they capture footage of it and they see it. And you see it, and then all of a sudden it just, floop, it's gone. You understand? It's showing you that that's real, man. You know what I mean? Some of them videos might be photoshopped or whatnot, but a lot of them videos is actually real, man. Because this type of stuff actually do exist, and it's in the Bible. We're reading about it right now. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 18. As for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes round about them four.
Right, you understand? Meaning like the rings around it is like the circle that's around it. So like the outer layer of the flying sorcerer, like the whole ring that you know is in a circle. So there'll be that outer layer that's on the edges of it. You understand? It said and the rings around it was high and it had eyes on them. Them eyes is talking about lights. You understand? Those eyes that's all around the UFO or the Lord's chariot is will be lights. That's what it's talking about when it says the eyes. You understand? But we gonna drop that. That's when I wanted to start off with. We gonna drop that and man, we are already 20 minutes into the class. All right, we're gonna try to fly through these verses as quick as possible. We might go a little bit over time, Salakia, for that. Just a lot. I just want to bring this topic out. It's a great topic. So, give me Revelations, the first chapter. Y'all might not answer too much questions. If you got a question on today's topic, you can go ahead and answer it. I'll be able to probably get it in, but questions altogether, I might not be able to get to questions just because I'm trying to get through this. Give me Revelations, the first chapter. Start at verse 1. Start at verse 5. Salakia.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 5. And from Yahweh, who is the faithful witness and the first begotten of the dead, and the prince of the kings of the earth, unto him that loved us and washed us from our sins in his own blood.
Right, so we know in the first chapter of Revelation, the book of Revelations, it's talking about Christ. You understand? Right here it says Christ was the faithful witness, the first begotten of the dead, and the prince of the kings of earth. We know that Christ is the ruler of the world, man. You understand? When he comes out, when he comes back, he will be the king over the all over us and the whole earth. You understand? But it say with him who loved us, washed us from our sins in his own blood. Now I don't want you to think Christian. I know a lot of us probably don't already think this in this class, but you understand? Christians would think, literal, like as if he was bathing people in his blood. That's not what he's talking about. What it's saying is his death. You understand? From his death, he was able to give us repentance and come back to Christ. You understand? That's what it means by him. He washing us and getting us clean in his own blood by his sacrifice for his people only. You understand? Read the next verse.
Verse 6. And hath made us kings and priests unto God and his Father. To him be glory and dominion forever and ever. Amen.
Right, meaning he's going to rule forever and ever. And because of him sacrificing himself for us, we are now able to be kings and priests on this earth. You understand? Not you dying and going to heaven and living with the Most High. No. You're going to die, you're going to come back, and if you know what I mean, if you were one of the elect, you're going to be a king and a priest in his kingdom when he brings his kingdom here. You understand? Of course, he's going to be the king of all kings. He's going to be over us all, of course. You understand? But you will still be a king and a priest in his kingdom because that's what he rewarded you. That's where you get the scripture where he's putting crowns on the elect head. And you understand? Obviously, he's the one putting the crowns over the head, so he's above all. He's the highest ranking man. You understand? But you will have, you will also have a crown upon your head because of the work that you done put in how you earned it. You understand? But because of him, we're allowed to become kings and priests. This is the next verse I wanted to get into with today's topic. Read that next verse.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so, amen.
Right, so it say, behold, he coming for clouds. Now, is it saying that he's what's that cartoon where he be riding on? I don't know. Nimbus? The Goku? Is he talking about like he being Goku riding on Nimbus? Riding on an actual cloud? Is that what it's talking about? That's not what it's talking about. He's not actually riding on a cloud. They just didn't know what to call it, so they called it a cloud. Because it's like an overshadow over the earth, like a cloud, meaning it's covering. That's the reason why they related it to a cloud, because like how the cloud blocks the sun is overshadowed, the same is going to be for the chariots, man. That's why I say that when Christ comes, there will be no light, because his chariot is going to be blocking the sun, man. It's going to be covering everything where you can't see nothing under it. This is going to be pitch black dark. You understand? But when he's talking about a cloud, he's talking about chariots. And it say, behold, he cometh with the clouds, man. He's coming with the chariots. That's how the Christ is rolling back on earth when he comes back. You understand? And he said, everybody shall see this. You understand? Everybody shall. This is something that everybody's going to look up and be like, what in the hell? You know what I mean? No matter if you're an Israelite or not. You understand? If you're an Israelite, you're not in the truth. you just gonna be like, you know what I mean? You just gonna be flabbergasted. You gonna be like, well, damn. Those niggas down there and those Negroes down in 125th Harlem Street and all over was right. What the hell? You understand? And all the other nations already gonna know what it is. You know what I mean? All the other nations, they gonna know. The heathen, they gonna know. This is what Ronald Reagan and Donald Trump was talking about. You know what I mean? I don't know if you've seen a while back, Donald Trump came out with the article or you know what I mean, with a speech saying about how they need to get together and everybody need to come together to be able to fight an invading force from space. And then you got Donald Trump talking about, you know what I mean, building a space force. Why is Donald Trump talking about building a space force, man? Like, you know what I mean? Why is he really talking about building a space force? Because he knows the Lord has chariots and he's coming back on them chariots, man. They even, if you look it up, the Air Force even got sightings of them seeing chariots while they up there in the space. Like they just see one fly right past them. They don't know what the hell it is. You know what I mean? Well, we know what it is in I.S.U.P.K. It's the Lord's chariots, man. But that's how Christ is coming back. The precept to this will be Psalms 104. Give me Psalms 104 and 3. And read it when you got it. Psalms 104 and verse 3.
The book of Psalms, 104, verse 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind.
Right. Who maketh the clouds his chariots, man. Those clouds that you see, it is not actually clouds, man. He's not riding on clouds, but those is his chariots, man. You understand? That's a precept to show you that those clouds, he's not riding on Nimbus. Like, you know what I mean, Dragon Ball Z, no. Those clouds that it's talking about is chariots. And you can go back to the clouds where in Exodus, when we was in the wilderness, and the cloud was showing them where to go. That's not a cloud that's moving, man. It's a chariot. Or when they say that Christ was taken up in the clouds, he wasn't taken up in the clouds and just absorbed him. It's talking about chariots that took Christ up. All the way to even Elijah. Or he was taken up in a whirlwind of clouds. It's not talking about no actual whirlwind storm and the clouds taking him up. Like, you know what I mean? If it was talking about that, then he would just be through on earth like a tornado. No, it's actually talking about chariots, man. You understand? It's talking about UFOs, what people would call them today. You understand? But we're going to get more into it. Give me Zechariah chapter 5 and 11. Like I said, if you got any questions, I know I'm going kind of fast because I got a lot of scriptures, and it already 30 minutes done damn passed. You know what I mean? It seems like time be flying by. So if you got any questions on these scriptures, just, you know what I mean, say Salakia, and I can go ahead and answer it quick, and then we can keep going on. Give me Zechariah chapter 5 and start at verse 1.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up mine eyes, and looked, and behold, a flying roll.
Right, you understand? Meaning, this is from Zechariah, and he said, then I turned and look, behold, a flying roll, man. What is another name that they call UFOs? That's a question. What's another name that the you know what I mean, the oppressor or people that, you know what I mean, if we here in today's society, what's another name that we would call a UFO? Go ahead. Let the sis answer. She answered. Go ahead, sis.
The flying sorcerers, something like that.
Right, a flying saucer. That's exactly correct. You know what I mean? They call them flying sorcerers. That's why I said a flying roll, man. You understand? The same thing as that they call them flying sorcerers, Zechariah seen it, man. A flying roll. Yes, there's not talking about like no damn, you know what I mean, no damn bread roll, you know what I mean, that you cook up in your oven. You know what I mean? When they say a roll, it means, when it says a roll, you know it means a circle. It's just talking about like in a circle, a flying saucer in a circle. You understand? So let me see. Read the next verse.
What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits.
Right, so it's talking about it's describing the size of it. Lets you further know that it's a flying saucer because it's also now describing the size of it. You understand? Describing how big it was. Keep reading. Read the next verse.
Verse 3. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it.
Right now, this is talking about the destruction that it's going to do. Now we getting into what they're going to be used for. You understand? What is destruction? You understand? This is the curse of them that's not, you know what I mean? That's doing all the crimes they doing to Israel nowadays. This is this destruction to all the nations that want to destroy us. Lie, swear, steal. You understand? Blaspheme the Lord's name. Trying to tell you the Lord believe in homosexuality. This is them, man. You understand? And this is what destruction is going to happen to them by these flying sorcerers, by this flying roll. Understand? He's using those to wage war on the earth, man. Christ is coming back with these to wage war on the earth. This is in the Bible. This ain't me. This ain't no fantasy. This ain't no fairy tale. I'm not making this up. We're reading this right out of the Bible. You understand? Right out of the Bible. So anybody want to say, oh, they crazy. They don't know what they talking. Well, explain this to me in the Bible, man. You understand? We're going to get into Isaiah. Pull Isaiah 66 and start at verse 15. Isaiah 66. Anybody got any questions on today's topic so far? Anything that we went over, somebody don't understand quite as much? I'm trying to be detailed as possible. All right, no sweat. Give me Isaiah 66. Start at verse 15.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Right, it says, for behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like whirlwind, showing you that it's not an actual whirlwind or tornado that it's talking about. Because it said it's his chariots like a whirlwind. How is it? Why is his chariots like a whirlwind? Because just like how a whirlwind spins and causes destruction, the same thing those chariots is doing, spinning and causing destruction, ripping things up from the ground. It's like a storm. In the midst of all this storm, they breathe. It's fire. I'm gonna get into it more later on too, or we about to get into it later on in this verse. But in the midst of the destruction that the chariot is causing itself, it's causing destruction just by being there because it's spinning so fast and ripping things up from the ground because it's like a whirlwind. You understand? Keep going. It said it said to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. What does it mean by his rebuke with flames of fire?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna make a comparison to when he flooded the earth. He rebuked the earth then with the water. This time he's gonna rebuke the earth with fire. He's gonna punish earth.
That's correct, but what is it saying? Where's this fire coming from? That's why I guess I'm asking.
Oh, it's coming from the whirlwind. It's coming from the chariot.
You said what? It's coming from the chariots?
Calling out of one con.
Right, you understand? Meaning the fire is coming from the chariots. Now, I don't want y'all to get this confused with the World War III fire. You understand? Because we all know in Zechariah, the book that we just got from is Zechariah, I think it was 12 and 14 or 14 and 12, one of them. But in Zechariah, it explains the nuclear warfare, you know what I mean, where, you know, the eyes are watching and the eye sockets, tongue in their mouth. This is different from that. Now, you are going to have the nuclear warfare fire, the thermonuclear warfare that's going to burn people up. But this is a separate fire that it's talking about. This is a fire that's specifically coming from the chariots, man. This is not coming from the nuclear bombs anymore. This is coming from the chariots with their own fire, burning everything that they at war with. All the people that's at war with them, they burning it all, man. You understand? All of them getting toasted up. You understand? Keep going. Read verse 16.
Caught out of one kind. Verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many.
Now, what does it mean by the sword? What does it mean by fire and by sword will the Lord plead with all flesh? What is it talking about?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Exodus 15:3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. It's going to be warfare. It's going to be mighty weaponry that's going to be used.
But right. You're right. And you're right. But what does it mean by to plead with them?
Lawyers, sir.
Go ahead.
Is it saying that that's the way that he's going to judge the world?
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. You understand? Because, like, I don't want a lot of people to see plead and be like as if we're going to be begging, like, please stop doing what you're doing. And, you know what I mean? Because when somebody think about plead, they think about somebody, like, you know me, begging, getting on their knees and whatnot. The way he's pleading is not doing that. You understand? He's going to negotiate by destroying them. And by destroying them, they're going to be like, I surrender. Okay, damn. You know what I mean? That's how he gonna plead to get them to stop doing it. He gonna kill them all, man. Kill a whole bunch of them. So they just got no choice but to be like, we lost. This is it's over. You understand? Shalom on Christ. Who just chimed in?
Salakia, sir, Shree.
All right, I got you down. You doing Tawab? All right, I got you too. Are y'all doing Tawab? You doing Tawab, Quint, young man Quint?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's Tawab. We got you in. If you got any questions or comments on today's topic, you understand, just say Salaki, we'll get you in here. Today we're doing the Lord's Chariots. We in, what we in? Isaiah, the 66th chapter right now. I think we on verse 16. You understand? But read verse 16 again, young man Willie.
Call out of one kind. The book of Isaiah, chapter 66, verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will Yahweh plead with all flesh, and the slain of Yahweh shall be many.
Right, you understand? Meaning he's going to plead with everybody. He's going to negotiate and figure out things with everybody by killing them. And he ain't talking to them. He ain't coming up with no agreement, no treaties, no. He's just going to kill them all, or kill as many as he wants, because it said the slain shall be many. So he's just going to kill many of them, and eventually they're going to know to give up, that the battle is over, that they lost. You understand? Like, all that concept of Christ is coming back and for peace and harmony and the greatest thing ever, and we just all gonna get along, kumbaya. I don't know where you get that from. I don't know. I mean, I know where you get it from. You get it from the oppressor. You've been bamboozled by the oppressor to believe that, to believe in a rapture. You understand? Nowhere in the Bible does it talk about a rapture. A rapture doesn't even mean what they explain it to mean. You understand? But he's coming back with these chariots of the Lord, and he's going to wage war with the nations, man. Read the next verse. Because the next verse is also important and key. You understand? The next verse, I also love this next verse. Read that next verse. Verse 17.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 17. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh and the abomination, and the mouth shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
So what does this mean? It said they that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst. What does that mean? What is that talking about?
Salakia, sir.
Who's this? Who this chimed in?
This is Kevin.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
Talking, speaking as like the Christians and stuff, praying over him and stuff, asking God to bless the food they're about to eat for nourishing their bodies and stuff like that.
You right. You right. You right there. You right. But try to make it more according to this. Like you right. But try to make it according to like what does it mean by them sanctifying themselves? Like give me an example of them sanctifying themselves. I still want you to answer because you right.
Still kind of as speaking as if them going against God law, doing it wrong, but still saying that like how they always say God done away with the law. He made everything clean for us to eat. I guess as long as we pray over it.
Right, that's exactly right, man. That's what it's talking about. Them sanctifying themselves, man. That's right. You definitely right on that. Good job, young man. You understand? But that's the Christians. That's your Christians. The people that know that they Israelite but don't follow the laws or say they don't. You know what I mean? They don't want to join. They don't want to be in the ISUPK. That's what it's talking about. It's talking about them, man. You know what I mean? Because what they doing? They saying the Lord didn't sanctify them. You understand? They're not following the Lord. The Lord didn't sanctify them. But you know what? They sanctifying themselves because they think, oh well, God knows my heart. Or I love Jesus. You understand that? That's what they doing. The Lord done away with the law. We don't got to keep the law now. Christ fulfilled that. They sanctifying themselves, man. That's what it's talking about. And it said, it goes on to say, and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh. Now, if the law is done away with and you can eat whatever you want, why is the Lord right here killing everybody that's eating pig, man? Why does the Lord specifically put eating swine's flesh, meaning eating pork, and he's killing people for doing it? Now, a Christian will probably tell you, well, that's the Old Testament. That's the Old Testament. That is the Old Testament. But you know what? This prophecy has not came to pass yet because please let me know in what part of history did Christ come back with flying sorcerers, blowing fire on everybody, and then killing people like this? That haven't happened yet. Meaning this is to come. This is something that is for to come. You understand? And he's killing people for eating swine's flesh, man. He's killing people eating pork, shrimp, lobster, crab. You understand? Go ahead.
Is it talking about how he's gonna, pretty much take them out, all those that follow that Christian doctrine? Not more so of the. He said the swine flesh, so you can pretty much catch on. They talk about Pastor Pork Chop, but it's basically talking about that Christian doctrine of today's Christian doctrine.
Yeah, I mean it's talking about all that because what's that Christian doctrine that you can eat whatever you want? You know what I'm saying? And it says, and the abominations, man, all the abominations that they committing in the Christian church. You understand? And the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord. You understand? Those that sneaking around, that's why I say the mouse. Those that sneaking around, because what a mouse do, it sneaks around. Those that sneaking around saying that they the man of God, they love God, but they know damn well they not doing it. Because that's why they sneaking around, touching little boys in the church, whoring out the woman in the church, sleeping with another brother's wife in the church, your pastor. You understand? Collecting all the money, saying that it's for a church building fund, and they're using it to send their children to college. Yeah, man, it's talking about all this, talking about that whole Christianity doctrine, man. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, it's talking about some of these other Israelite groups that's not in the truth, man. You know what I'm saying? All these other Israelite groups that got heathens in their nation, man, got heathens in their congregation, polluting the children of Israel, man. You understand? It's talking about all of that. You understand? But give me we're gonna go to first address though. You got your apocrypha, right? I know you got your apocrypha.
TTG.
Okay, hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. Most High Christ. Give me first address, the 13th chapter. I love this one right here too. This is about now. We done went into the Bible to where we showing the chariots in the Bible. Anybody got any questions about them chariots now? And I went into multiple verses showing you the chariots. It's more than that. But for time's sake, I didn't put them all because I wanted to do a second part of this. You understand? But anybody got any questions about them chariots that's in the Bible? Like you're not quite sure, you don't think that they in the Bible and anything or what, you know what I mean? Anybody got any questions on that? Go ahead.
You said first Esdras or second Esdras?
First Esdras, the 13th chapter. So everybody Tawab, everybody in this class know what the flying saucer is. They know what the UFOs is, and you know it's the chariots of the Lord. You ain't got no questions on that. Without a shadow of a doubt, you know. Most High in Christ.
Salakia, sir. First Ezra only has 9 chapters.
First Esdras, you said only got 9 chapters. Let me see something. Give me 1 second. Oh, it's second Esdras, Salaki. It's second Esdras. Yes, you're right. The water. Second Esdras, chapter 13. And start at
first verse, sir.
yeah, start at verse 3. But give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to pull it real quick. Actually, I got it right here. Yeah, start at verse well, I say verse 3? Yeah, start at verse 3.
The book of second Esdras, chapter 13, verse 3. And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. Right,
now we done went into the chariots and showing you how they real, you understand, and how they coming back with Christ. Now we're going to get more into what is about to happen with them. Like we broke into an iceberg or the tipping of the iceberg of what he's going to do with them. But now we're going to really get into what these is meant for and how he's going to wage war with these chariots on this earth, man. You understand? That's his army. That's what he's that's the force that he's coming with. You understand? You talk about the Space Force, the Air Force. Well, we talking about the Lord's force, man. You understand? That's what we about to get into. So it said, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. Who is that man is talking about? That's a question.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Yahweh Shal.
That's damn right. That's exactly who it's talking about. And it said, and when he turned his countenance to look, meaning he turned his face to look, and he looked at all the people that was under it, well, we're going to get a more of a description of what it's talking about and why the people was under there and what's going on. But he said all the people that was under it that seen him trembled, man, meaning that they were scared when they seen Christ come. You understand? Read verse 4.
The book of second Esdras, chapter 13, verse 4. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth filleth when it fleeth the fire.
Right, what is it talking? Yeah, no sweat. What is it talking about? What it said? Whoever so heard the voice went out. Slaki, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice. What is this talking about? Is this saying that he's a dragon and when he opened his mouth he's breathing fire, or what is this talking about? Go ahead. Go ahead. Somebody said Salakia, right?
You cut it, I'm going to let the brother go.
All right, now you can just answer.
You got Salakia, sir.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, somebody, go ahead.
I guess he's speaking in terms of I guess when Christ do come, his word was going to be so crucial that people just were going to just drop and just overmourn.
No, that's not what it's talking about. Anybody else want to take a shot? Go ahead.
In a worldly term, would it be like him? You know, what I'm saying, basically like the hit, like send out a hit, like everything goes in the mouth, like kill, they get killed.
No, that's not what it's talking about. What it's talking about right here is them chariots is gonna be blowing fire from it. That's what it's talking about. Like it's not talking about him actually talking and then as he speaks, you know what I mean, fire comes out of his mouth or people are so scared of what he's saying. No, it's talking about that's how he's waging war. When it's talking about his mouth, it's talking about them actual it's actually talking about the chariots blowing fire from the chariots. Like as the chariots was going over and over on top waging war, fire is coming out. That's his artillery. That's his weapons. Fire is coming out and just burning all of them. You know what I mean? Like that's why.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Would a precept for that be Revelation chapter 6, verse 8?
Read that for me real quick. I know there's a lot of precepts in Revelations, but read that one for me real quick.
The book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 8. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth.
Yeah, that's not necessarily talking about this precept. That's not talking about Christ right there. So now I wouldn't precept it with that one, but you could precept this one with like Revelations 19 and 19, I believe. But not necessarily that one. That's talking about something else. You understand? But this is what it means by the voice, when his voice of his mouth and they burned that heard his voice. Meaning those that was at war with him, they got burnt up. That's what it means when you hearing his voice in this instance. You at war with him. And you seeing what he's doing, you seeing him, and you trying to fight him. And he just burning you up, man. You don't stand no chance. You understand? Read verse 5.
Con out of one con. Verse 5. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
Right, these are all the people that came to fight Christ, man. A multitude of men that came together and they started to fight Christ to subdue him. They thought that they was going to beat Christ and win a war against Christ, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why Donald Trump is making a space program. That's why Ronald Reagan said, if in the event that we face an extraterrestrial threat, we all need to come together to fight the extraterrestrial threat. This ain't no joke, man. Independence Day, all the movies that you see, are where they all fighting each other, they at war with each other, and then something comes from outer space, and then they all turn and join hands and come together, come up with the United Nations or one army to fight Christ. This is in the Bible, man. You understand? That's them coming together to subdue Christ, to fight Christ. This is something real, man. The white man know what's coming for him. Salakia. The oppressor knows what's coming for him. You understand? Read verse 6.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 6. I beheld, and lo, he had grazed himself a great mountain, and flew up upon it.
Right, meaning he went with the chariots. When he says he flew, he was in the chariots, man. He ain't flying as a person just... Now, who's to say that you won't be able to fly in the kingdom? Who knows? You know what I mean? It say ears have not heard and eyes have not seen what's in the kingdom. But this is talking about him being in those chariots, and that chariot flew upon the mountain. Keep going.
Verse 7. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not.
Right, you understand? Keep going.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 8. And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet does fight.
Isn't that like the damn oppressor today? He'd be scared out of his boots. You know what I mean? They're going to be looking to fight him. They're going to be scared out of his boots. But you know what? That's why I say in, I think it's in Romans, where he's a great adversary, man. You understand? The oppressor is a great adversary because he's still going to fight. He's not just going to bow down and say, I lost. He's still going to try to put up the best fight he can. You understand? He going to be, and this is where he going to be sitting those nuclear bombs at Christ he going to be great adversary. Quick fight, it don't mean nothing. It's going to be a simple fight, you know what I mean? Quick work. Christ going to make quick work of him. But at least he stood a chance. Like, at least he stood up to try to fight. I won't say he stood a chance because he didn't. But at least he tried to stand up and fight. You understand? That's just like the oppressor right now. They're not going out without a fight. They're going to still try to sacrifice and use everybody they can to put up a fight. You understand? But that's why I say they was afraid, but they still put up a fight. Yet does fight. They were so afraid, but yet does fight, man. And it's just like the oppressor today. That's how they work. They know damn well they gonna lose. Like, what the hell is this? I ain't never seen no technology like this. I ain't never seen what the hell. You know what I mean? But they still gonna fight. That's why we tell our people to not be in the military. That's why we tell Black, Hispanic, Native Americans to not join the military, man. Because you gonna find yourself on the bad end of that fight. You gonna find yourself fighting against Christ, man. And you know what you're going to do? You're going to be doing whatever your sergeant, your drill sergeant, your colonel, your commander, whatever the ranks they got in the military, you're going to find yourself fighting, doing what they tell them to do. They already train them to do whatever they say and don't question it. So they tell them to fight against Christ. You're going to be thinking in your mind, I want to keep my job. I got to support my family. Not realizing that it's the end of the world. Like, what the hell is going to happen? But you still going to be doing your job, and you're going to try to take up arms to fight Christ, man. You understand? Read verse 9.
Verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hands, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war.
Right, you understand? And even to go even farther on what I was just saying, that goes for all the people that's in the military and they will swear up and down that they will never go to war. Oh, I'm in the Air Force. Oh, I just do this job. I would never be sent overseas. They would never send me to war. They would never put me. In this time, yeah, your ass will be on the front line. I don't care what damn job you do, man. You a damn plumber, you a damn mopper, you know what I mean? You fix planes, whatever you do, you gonna be sent overseas to fight this war because they gonna draw every last card they got to fight Christ. And so that's when you is gonna find yourself doing what you always swore that you would never do. And you're gonna be doing it against the worst adversary that you ever could do it for. You're gonna be doing it against the worst opponent that you ever could be doing this to, which is Christ, man. Which is the king of this world, the king of this earth. You understand? Because you got a lot of people in the military. You be like, well, what if you go to war? I would never go to war. They won't send me there. No, I ain't doing that. You're gonna be doing it this time because they gonna need you. You understand? That's why you shouldn't join the military, man. You should never be in no type of white man like the oppressor military to where when he say go to war, you gotta go. You know what I mean? Either that or you gonna get locked up. You understand? But it's saying, lo, he saw the violence of the multitude that came. He neither lifted up his hand nor held sword nor any instrument of war. Meaning that Christ didn't have a sword in his hand. He never lifted up his hand. You understand? He had no instrument of war, nothing to fight with, no axe, no spear, no bow and arrows, gun, nothing. You understand? That's what it's talking about. Christ didn't have none of those. But keep going.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 10. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath. And out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests.
Right. Now, the reason why he's explaining this about his mouth is because this is a vision that Esdras is seeing. And he's trying to relate it to what he knows. That's why he's saying stuff like this. But those fires, those blasts, those storms that's coming out, that tempest coming out, is from them chariots, man. It's spinning so fast because it's causing a whirlwind. A tempest is a storm. You know, if you ever know what a tempest is, it's kind of a whirlwind. It's another word for a whirlwind or a storm. So from it spinning, it's ripping stuff off the ground and causing a storm that way, on top of blowing down fire blasts coming from it. Just fire blasts, just burning stuff. Boom, boom. You know what I mean? That's what it's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Those are coming from his chariots, meaning he not on ground fighting them, man. He in the chariots just burning them into a crisp, man. You understand? This is in the Bible, man. This is in the Bible. You understand? Give me verse 11.
Verse 11. And they were all mixed together, blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up everyone, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
Good night, man. Did y'all just hear what he just said? Y'all hear what Edris just how Edris just explained it, man? Good night, man. You understand? Blowing fire with a tempest, all the multitude mixed together. You understand? And they was blowing fire. You know what I mean? This is Christ's army. You understand? And the people that's fighting under it. And those the ones that's fighting under it, they getting fire blown on them, tempests, you know what I mean? Flaming breath. You understand? It said every one of them was burnt. All those that was prepared to fight them got burnt up. All those was that was aiming up their guns in the air, shooting missiles, bazookas, you know, whatever they got in their artillery, their tanks, all of it got burnt to a crisp, man. Every one, it said every one. So that upon a sudden and innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, meaning nobody survived this battle. None of them that was going against Christ was perceived. You couldn't see them no more. They was burnt. It said only thing that remained was dust and the smell of smoke, man. Man, he turned them into dust, ashes. You know, ashes upon ashes, dust upon dust. Yeah, that's them. You know what I mean? Dust and the smell of smoke. You can just smell them burn. You just smell that burning. Like, you know, when you walk, you ever driving, sometimes they have a forest fire, something burning on forest. You just smell that smoke. You see the smoke and you smell it. That's what you're going to smell. Smoke, and you're going to see nothing but dust. You're not even going to see no body parts, man. Just dust. That's what's going to happen to those that's trying to fight Christ. You understand? Keep going. Oh no, jump down to what Tom said. We're gonna jump down to verse 25. Give me verse 25, because this is Esdras talking to him, and now the angel is about to interpret. I already interpreted, you understand, but the angel is about to interpret himself. So we gonna, you know what I mean, solidify and reiterate what I was saying with how the angel interpreted his dream to Esdras. Give me verse 25.
This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, verse 25. This is the meaning of the vision. Whereas thou sawest a man coming up from the midst of the sea.
Right. So this angel is saying this is the meaning of the vision that you saw, and he said he saw the man coming up from the midst of the sea. Go ahead, verse 26.
Con out of one con. Verse 26. The same is he whom Yahweh the highest has kept a great season, which by his own self shall deliver his creature, and he shall order them that are left behind.
Right, you understand? Meaning this is Christ that is talking about. You know what I mean? This says, this is whom Yahweh the highest, the most high, have kept a great season. You understand? Christ waiting to come back. This is what he's talking about. That was Christ, which by his own self, meaning when Christ come back, he shall deliver his creature, meaning he shall deliver his people. You understand? And he shall order them that are left behind. He shall be the ruler of this earth. You know what I mean? All those that's left behind, you're going to follow Christ. Whether you be an Israelite or not, you're going to follow Christ. You understand? We damn sure, we already know we going to follow Christ because he's our king who we waiting for the return. But all those ones that don't want to believe in Christ, don't want to believe in the truth, or don't know who Christ is, you know, Christians or atheists, whatever you would call them, that's Israelites. They're going to be following Christ too. You understand? And also the other nations that got left behind. You understand? Meaning that they didn't get destroyed in the war. Everybody's going to be following him. Read the next verse. Verse 27.
Con out of one con. Verse 27. And whereas thou sawest that out of his mouth there came as a blast of wind, and fire, and storm.
Right. Read that one more time.
Verse 27. And whereas thou sawest that out of his mouth there came as a blast of wind, and fire, and storm.
Meaning, you understand, you know, when Esdras was saying that out of his mouth, when he kept saying out of his mouth was coming the fire, the storm, and the wind, and all that, he's explaining to him, he's about to explain to him what that was actually talking about. Understand? Read verse 28.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter but that the rushing in of him destroyed the whole multitude that came to subdue him. That is the interpretation.
It's like it says, this is the interpretation. Meaning he about to interpret it now. This is the interpretation. This is what that meant. So he's about to explain to him what that part meant. Go ahead, verse 29.
Verse 29. Behold, the days come when the Most High will begin to deliver them that are upon the earth.
Right, so the days come where the Most High shall deliver us, you understand? He should deliver the Israelites. Only the Israelites is going to be the ones that's delivered. The rest of them going into captivity, but the Israelites, the ones, you understand, we are the ones that's going to be ruling this earth, the elect, the 144,000. He's coming to deliver us from the conditions that we're in. You understand? Read verse 30.
Verse 30. And he shall come to the astonishment of them that dwell on the earth.
Right, meaning that everybody that sees him is going to be in astonishment, something shocking. Something like that, because nobody ain't never seen nothing like this, only in movies. You understand? We only seen this in movies. When you see this for real, in real life, right before your eyes, it's going to be an astonishment, man. You're going to be like, what in the hell? You understand? Keep going.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 31. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another.
All right, what is this talking about? It says, and one shall undertake to fight against one another. And it says, one city, one place, one people, and one realm against another. What is that talking about?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Is that talking about how the different ethnic groups are going to be fighting amongst each other?
What else? You're right, but it don't just say, you know what I mean, ethnic group. It don't just say that. It say other stuff too.
Yeah, and like Atlanta going to be fighting against Charlotte, or, you know, America against Mexico like it is right now. All different things are going to take place as far as fighting against one another.
Right, you understand? That's
one group against another group.
Right, that's what it's talking about. It's talking about wars, man. It's talking about these countries being at war with each other. They're going to be at war with each other. You understand? You're going to have America, like, you was right, but I would more explain it like America versus Russia. You know what I mean? Like what we see today. You know what I mean? That'd be the better way to explain it. Just look at the stuff that we see in today, man. Of what we know that's about to take place. Russia and China, Russia, Iran, they about to be fighting America. You know what I mean? They about to be fighting Israel. You got Israel fighting in the mix, Britain. You know what I mean? All these countries about to go to war with each other. In essence, it's talking about World War III. But it's also talking about race wars, you know what I mean? Blacks versus whites. We see that today with Donald Trump in the office. You understand? One realm against another, one kingdom against another kingdom. You understand? So it's just talking about World War III and all the wars that's fighting off, that's going off here on America and here in globally. You understand? It's talking about World War III, man. You understand? Keep going.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Could you break down 16?
You said what verse?
16.
Verse 16. All right, yeah, oh yeah, we can break that down. Yeah, let's see. Read verse 16.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 16. For as I conceive in mine understanding, woe unto them that shall be left in those days, and much more woe unto them that are not left behind.
Right. So this is Esdras saying, and he's saying Esdras is looking at the vision, and he's trying to relate the vision to his own interpretation. This is before the angel gave him the interpretation, but this is how Esdras is interpreting it. And he's saying, woe unto them that shall be left in those days. Meaning, if you survive this, he's saying woe unto you. Woe means destruction, because it's just like everything that happened, who knows what's going to happen. You about to be living in a hard time after all this to happen. He's saying woe to those that survived it. But he said much more woe unto Salakia. Let me see, hold on. And he says, much more woe unto those that are not left behind. You understand? Meaning, like when he says woe unto them that are not left behind, is the ones that was getting killed. You understand? But that was Esdras' way if he interpreted. If you look at what the angel said, let me see what verse is it. I'm gonna try to see if it's not before where we already at. It might be later on where we already at. Yeah, what verse were we just left? Because it's gonna get into that too. What verse did we just left off at?
Verse 32.
Oh yeah, give me verse before that. Give me verse 24. And this is the angel explaining to him.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 24. Know this, therefore.
Oh wait, no, start at verse
they
Salakia.
which
Start at verse 22.
Salakia. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 22. Whereas thou hast spoken of them that are left behind, this is the interpretation. He that shall endure the peril in that time has kept himself. They that be fallen into danger are such as have works and faith towards the Almighty.
Right. He that
Verse 24.
No, stop right there. He that endureth the peril, meaning if you survived this and you enduring the peril, you have kept yourself. Meaning you was doing what you were supposed to do to survive. You understand? Or else you would have been destroyed. You would have been killed. Instead it says, they that be fallen into danger are such as have works and faith toward the Almighty. Meaning if you got put through the problems, the tests, you have works, you have faith to trust in the Lord. And that's why the Lord's putting you through it, because you got to deal your own. Like it ain't going to be no easy route for nobody. I mean, even if we in the truth, it's not going to be an easy route for nobody. You still going to have to put up your part of the battle. That's what it's talking about. Keep going, read verse 24.
Verse 24. Know this, therefore, that they which be left behind are more blessed than they that be dead.
Right, meaning if you was left behind, you are more blessed than those that be dead. Because somebody could think about it as, oh, well, you died. You know what I mean? You ain't got to go through what's about to come next because you got killed in the battle. You know what I mean? So they could think that, you know what I mean, because you died, you in a better, you know what I mean, better predicament. You ain't about to have to go through what's about to go next. But the angel was telling him that actually those that's left behind is more blessed than those that be dead. You understand? Because those that's left behind is going to be the ones that's going to push the next kingdom. We're going to be the ones that's going to build up the next kingdom. Get everything prepared, get everything situated with the next kingdom. Give me verse 20. Well, that was it? Yeah, so that'll be it on that. That's verse 24, and then we started on 25. So does that answer your question?
Sir.
All right, no sweat. Are we going to go back to, what was we at, 30... 32. Give me 32.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 32. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the signs shall happen which I showed thee before. And then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending.
Right, keep going.
Verse 33. And when all the people hear his voice, every man shall in their own land leave the battle they have one against another.
Right, meaning what is this talking about? Before I explain it, what is this talking about?
Just a lot of you, sir.
Go ahead.
It's saying that when the Third World War takes place, like when Russia and America be fighting against one another, they're gonna start fighting against one another and try to defend themselves from the Lord's wrath.
Right, that's exactly what it's talking about. In the midst of this World War III going on, once they see Christ crack that sky open, they're gonna be all fighting each other. You know what I mean, shooting each other, blowing each other up. You know what I mean? They're gonna be going to war with each other. You know what I mean? Country against country, World War III. But in the midst of all this, Christ's going to crack the sky open. You understand? And Christ is going to come right in the middle of everything. And they all going to look up and be like, what the hell? And they going to stop fighting with each other. And now all their guns are going to be pointed at Christ. They're going to try to fight Christ now. They're going to come together. and try to fight Christ, just like you see in all the movies, man. You know what I mean? All the nations together be at war with each other, or they don't be on good terms, and then all of a sudden you have an alien invader, and they all start to come together and have a council to try to fight this alien invader. You understand? It's the same thing right now. They gonna all look at that and be like, okay, we need to be fighting him. Whatever that just cracked the sky, we actually need to be fighting that. You understand? That's what it's talking about right here. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Read verse 34.
Verse 34. And an innumerable, and an innumerable multitude shall be gathered together, as thou sawest them, willing to come and to overcome him by fighting.
Right, you understand? Meaning that they came together to overcome the Christ. You understand? They came together to try to fight Christ and subdue and overcome and beat Christ, but we know damn well that's not going to happen. You understand? So I pulled that one out just to show you what's about to actually happen with them chariots, man. You understand? When Christ come, he's going to be at war with these nations, and that's showing you that he's going to be at war with them. You understand? But anybody got any questions on that before we move to this next part? We got like 41. Probably might go over time just a little bit, but that'd be too wild. Anybody got any questions? All right, no sweat. I got a question. So when this is coming, when this is going on, when this is happening, what's going to happen to us, the ones that are the elect or the chosen ones? What's going to happen with us? You know what I mean?
Salakia, sir.
Lord, give me 1 second. You know what I mean? Lord willing that we all be, you know what I mean, a part of the elect and we all be chosen and the Lord choose us and spare us. But what's going to happen to us? Go ahead.
In that same chapter, verse 35 and verse 36 talks about when Christ returns, how he's going to be on Mount Zion, and that Mount Zion will be used to go and fight this war. So the 144 will be that great army ready to go to battle.
Yeah, that's you know what I mean. Yeah, I mean, we about to get into that. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to use that precept, but that's damn right. You know what I mean? What else? What else is going, you know what I mean? Like in the midst of this battle, because it's something that happens before that happens.
Salakia, sir.
But what's going to happen before that happens? And while you, hold on, give me 1 second. I'm going to let you answer, but give me 1 second. While you pulling this, I actually had another precept for this, which was Isaiah 31 and 5. Pull Isaiah 31 and 5 for me real quick. Isaiah 31 and 5. And go ahead, Kevian.
If I could, sir, it's like before, like I think is it before the battle, like you know, when Yahanna returns, you know, the one that's in the, you know, what I'm saying, like you gonna pull up the one for we gonna see the chariot, like the one that was is in the grave and the 144 is in the chariot chilling, you know what I'm saying? Why Yahanna doing his work and then return back to the earth.
So you're saying that when the chariots come, we gonna be taken up in the chariots? We gonna be abducted? Now I wouldn't use the word abducted, but you're right. We gonna be took into chariots. I just was trying to make a joke. You know what I mean? You got all the alien movies where they come and they are abduct people and stuff. That's a bunch of nonsense. You know what I mean? Because if you notice, you know what I mean. That's how you know the oppressor is. You know what I mean? Oh, give me 1 second. That's how you know the oppressor is the damn devil. You understand? Because every time he show aliens like the fourth dimension, all those type of movies, they always abducting white people. You know what I mean? And they doing experiments on them and all bunch of nonsense. He's trying to control your mindset of it to where, you know what I mean, you trying to be against it. And if the white man, if the oppressor can control your mindset, then he pretty much got you. He can make you think what he wants. So that's why he do stuff like that. But you know what I mean? In other words, I wouldn't use the word abducted, but yeah, we're going to be taken up into the chariots. Go ahead, what you was going to say?
Yeah, if I could, so I was going to say, like, you know, just the brainwashing of the oppressor, because, like, you know what I'm saying, in the movies, they make it look like if you get abducted into, you know what I'm saying, the chariots, like, that's a bad thing. So you know what I'm saying, just that brainwashing of when that do happen to me is like they trying to brainwash so you see the ones going up. Like, oh, now you don't put, you know what I'm saying, they on the bad side, so you got to defend yourself from going up to the chariots. You know what I'm saying?
Right, damn right, you know what I mean? And in reality, if you was like, cause it says 1/3 is gonna go into the chariots, and a lot of them not gonna know where the hell they at or how the hell they even got there. But even if you was one of them, like let's say that I was one of the people that wasn't in the truth, didn't know nothing about the truth, and somehow the Lord showed mercy on me. You know what I mean? However he wanted to, he decided to show mercy on me, and I got put him into the chariots. You think I will fight whatever just put me up in the chariots? You think that I would have the mindset to, yeah, let me fight this? I would be like, what the hell? You know what I mean? Like, that's not something that somebody just gonna try to fight. Like, obviously they got way more power, technology than I have. So why would I try to fight it? Especially if I see nothing but black, Hispanic, and Native Americans there. You know what I mean? Like, if I look around and see nothing but niggas, why would I fight it? I'm like, oh wait, the white man, none of them is up here. Oh, this must be somewhere good. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're right. Give me 31 and 5 real quick. We gonna get into that too though. But give me 31 and 5 real quick. I forgot this verse.
Calling out of one calling. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 31, verse 5. As birds flying, so will Yahweh of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it. Passing over, he will preserve it.
Right. It said, as birds flying, so will Yahweh defend Jerusalem. So meaning how he's gonna come back and defend Jerusalem is like how birds fly. What happens when birds fly? They in the sky, right? When birds is flying, they in sky. He related it to as birds flying. That's how Yahweh is going to defend Jerusalem, man. He's going to be in the sky with his chariots, man. Just like how the birds is in the air. I just wanted to point out, that's a good scripture right there. Give me 1 Corinthians 15 and 51. We're going to try to speed through this. I know we got like 30 minutes left. So we're going to try to get through this, but, you know what I mean, it might, like I said, it might go over. That'd be too wild. Give me 15 and 51, 1 Corinthians. You understand? Because I asked, what's going to happen with us? And like he said, we had young man Willie say we going to be made into warriors. we going to be the ones that be battling and doing the leftover battles. Because we're going to get into that. I got a precept for that. But before then, we're going to be taken up into the chariots. So we're going to get verses on us taking up into the chariots. You understand? But we're going to start off with 1 Corinthians 15 and 51. Read that when you got it. Now it's talking about us, you know what I mean? Those that, Lord willing, was chosen by the Lord. You understand? We did what we did. We put in our work, and the Lord chose us and deemed us as fit to be, ruling under him, with him.
Caught out of one con. The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 15, verse 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed.
Right, you understand? What is it talking about? Go ahead.
It's saying like we shall not all sleep, that we shall not all like be sleep, resting in the grave.
Yeah, right. And it says, but we all shall be changed. What is it saying right there? You right on that. You know what I mean? That's the first part. What does it mean by we shall be changed?
The lust.
Go ahead.
That goes back to what you and the brother was saying about being changed to warriors, right?
But how are you gonna be changed?
Now you're gonna be given a new body.
Like yeah, you're right. We warriors now, you know what I mean? But like I'm trying to, you know what I mean, so people will know what this change is actually. All right, I'm gonna just say, read the next verse. It's in the next verse.
Con out of one con. Verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed.
Right, you understand? Meaning in the twinkle of an eye, like after we put them in the chairs, at the twinkle of an eye, you know what I mean? Like as fast as you can blink, we gonna be changed. Our body's gonna change, meaning they gonna change in the standpoint of, yeah, we gonna be warriors, but you're not gonna have diabetes no more. You know what I mean? You're not gonna have high blood pressure no more. You're not gonna have back problems no more. You're not gonna have any type of problem that you got right now, that you're dealing with, health problems, anything like that. You're not gonna have that no more. You understand? Your body gonna be just something, just like you said. We gonna be given new body. Your body's gonna be something just amazing. Like no problems, no nothing, no. You know what I mean? Perfect. You understand? You ain't gotta worry about your damn high cholesterol no more. You know what I mean? That's what I mean by your body gonna change with a twinkle of an eye, man. You understand? When we get put up in them chairs, our body's gonna change in the twinkle of an eye, just like that. And now we gonna get more into what they gonna what's the type of things, the abilities that you gonna have when they change. You understand? But give me we gonna precept this one with First Thessalonians 4:17. Precept this one. Give me First
Like,
Thessalonians 4:17. Yeah, no sweat. Give me 1 second, and I'll go ahead and let you get in here. Give me First Thessalonians 4:17. Go ahead. Somebody says Salakia.
yes, like I was trying to figure out when it said the dead shall rise. I wasn't sure what that meant.
It says, "And the dead shall rise."
It says for the simple.
Now, like I said, I think
Right.
I know. I'm pretty sure I know what it means, but I'm gonna just have to double check on that one. You understand? I don't want to say nothing and I'm not 100% sure, so I'm gonna just double check on that one, and I'll be able to get back to you on that. You understand? Like I said, I'm pretty sure I know what it's talking about, but it's just something that I want to just double check on first.
It's a lot of you, sir.
Go ahead.
Like when we be giving our new bodies, it's safe to say, like, as Yahanna was taken up, sitting the third day after he saved Israel, he just say he was given a new body in the sense of like when he came back, the prophets they didn't recognize him. Like it just safe to say like that's how we gonna be.
Yeah. That it said. I think it's in. I forgot. Is it in this verse? I think it's in First Thessalonians. I think it's in First Thessalonians, but yeah, that's safe to say, man. You understand? Because it says, "Just as Christ rose, so shall we rise with him." Yes, I'm paraphrasing, but it says, "Just as Christ rise, so shall we rise with him." So yes, that is safe to say. Give me, you got First Thessalonians.
Okay.
Yeah, no sweat. You got First Thessalonians 4:17.
Calling out of one come. This is the book of First Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet Yahweh in the air. So shall we ever be with Yahweh.
Right. Now what is that talking about? Well, we going into the chariots. We that are alive shall be caught up in the air and caught up in the clouds, meaning the cloud. We know that we went over earlier in the class. Those clouds is the chariots. And saying that we that are alive shall be caught up in those clouds, meaning we gonna be caught up in the clouds and going to the chariots, and we shall meet with them in the air, man. That's us going up into those chariots before all this destruction happens. Before you know what I mean, we gonna be here in the midst of like, you know what I mean, race wars and stuff like that. But before them nuclear bombs and stuff set off, we gonna be taken into the chariots, man. You know what I'm saying? This is a precept for that. Read that one more time.
Calling out of one come. The book of First Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord.
You understand? Meaning in the air, we going to be caught up with the Lord and meet the Lord and be with him forever, man. You understand? That's us going into the chariots. You understand? I wanted to bring that precept out because that clearly showing us going into the air as after our bodies is changed. While we in the air, our bodies is changing within a twinkle of an eye, and we meeting the Lord, and now we being brought up in those chariots. You understand?
There's a lot of you, sir.
Go ahead.
It's so heavy because this should be like a verse where religion, Christianity, get incorrect information by making it seem like you're gonna be in the clouds with in heaven and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. This is the rapture for the Christianity church. Just like he said, this is the rapture for the Christian church. Them gonna be in the clouds and they're gonna go to heaven and become an angel. No, man. You understand? You're gonna go into the chariots of the Lord, and you're gonna be changed into your body gonna change. It ain't gonna have all the imperfections that it have right now. You understand? You're not gonna have, you know what I mean, bad. I know I got a bad back problem. You know what I mean? My shoulder too. You understand? You ain't gonna have that no more. I ain't gonna have that no more. That's what it means by being changed. You're not gonna be changed to no damn angel. So you know what I mean? It says that though we gonna be in the air, you understand? Taken up into the clouds, taken up into them chariots, you understand? But that was a scripture for that. Give me Job the second chapter. Now we about to go into, you know what I mean? Because the young man Willie said that we gonna become warrior. That goes into the address, the verses down, whether it's 35 and 36 or something like I believe around there, where it said how we gonna be into warriors. So he stood on Mount Zion, and Zion became the warriors, his army. That's true. You understand? After all this war happens, well, we gonna get into it in Job. Give me Job chapter 2. You understand? Because that's exactly correct, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be put back down on this earth, and we're going to be the army of the Lord, and we're going to be finishing up the work, man. You understand? Not everybody is going, because I know a lot of people be saying, well, what are the people who's not in the war? Not everybody is going to be a warrior. You understand? Not everybody that get taken up is going to come down to be in the army. Some people are going to be the priests. Some people are going to be watching over the people and making sure everybody is all right, you know what I mean, teaching the people. And then you're going to have some people that's just there to be taught. But you're going to also have an army, the ones that's going to fight for the Lord, and they're going to do the rest of the work. You understand? So you got that, Job chapter 2. Start at verse 1.
Con out of one con. This is the book of Job, chapter 2, verse 1. Again, there was a day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before Yahweh, and Satan came also among them to present himself.
Are you in Job or Joel? I want in Joel.
Oh, you said Joel.
Yeah, Joel. Joel. Joel.
Lock you, sir.
Yeah, no sweat. Yeah, give me the book of Joel, Joel, chapter 2, verse 1. Start at verse 1 for me when you get it. Baba Kushah.
God out of one con. The book of Job, chapter 2, verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
Right, you understand? This is Joel, and he said, the day of the Lord, blow the trumpet in Zion, for the day of the Lord cometh. And it is nigh, nigh meaning is close. You understand? It's on the horizon. You understand? It's nigh. It's going to happen. You understand? I mean, it's a nigh on hand. You understand? Keep going.
Verse 2. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There hath not been ever the like, neither shall be before after it, into the years of many generations.
Right, you understand? A day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick of darkness. You understand those chariots, that day that the chariots come, that we've been talking about in today's class? It says, and the morning spread upon the mountains, and great people and the strong. Meaning this is now talking about people and not angels, man. And saying this is talking about people. This is talking about those that's gonna come down after everything happened. Those that's coming down in the chariots is gonna be a great people, and ain't nothing stood like these people. Ain't nobody. I've never seen no people like this that's gonna come. You understand? That's why I say there have not been ever the like. Neither shall be any more after it. You understand? These people that's gonna come down is gonna be like, what in the hell? And it's gonna get into it. This is gonna be us. Lord willing, this will be us, man. Lord willing, this will be me. I know I want to be in the army. I want to, you know what I mean? I ain't choosing, but I personally want to be a part of this army and be in the army. You know what I mean? My name is Spirit of the Sword, so, you know what I mean? I want to fight personally. That's me. You know what I mean? So hopefully, Lord willing, this is me. You know what I mean? But us, you know what I mean? If you chosen, we chosen for war, hopefully, Lord willing, this will be us, man. You know what I mean? If not, we'll be, at least we'll be with the people or being priests, you know what I mean, Lord willing, and we teaching the people and we giving power to. But I specifically want to be in this army. But this is just talking about these people that's going to come from this chariot. Keep going.
Verse 3. A fire devours before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them.
Now, what is this talk? It said, listen, it say a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. You understand? The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. What is this talking about? What is the fire? No, so I'm gonna get you in here. What is the fire behind them? What is the Garden of Eden? Everything before them. What is that talking about? Go ahead.
The whole concept of that verse is saying that there is nowhere to escape from the wrath of God in that time.
That's true. I mean, that's true. But I want what we talking about now. I want to be specific. What is this? Go ahead.
It's just saying, like, you know what I'm saying, when you see the men, like, the land, okay, what it's saying is, like, it is, well, basically, it is saying, a fire devoured before them, and behind them the flame of burning. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, like, you know what I'm saying, like, the place where they burn them is, like, you know what I'm saying, it's all good, but when they pass through there, you gonna know they passed through there, because they come destroying all, you know what I'm saying, everything gonna be destroyed when they come through. Basically, like, if we was glowing right now, and we just ran through something, like, everything straight before you go through it, then when you run past it, everything on top.
Give him a hand, man. That was a hard one. That was a hard one. You got that. That's exactly right, man. That's what it's talking about. These people is gonna be destroying everything, man. You understand? Like, before them, it's the Garden of Eden. I mean, everything gets green, everything gets good. You know what I mean? But once they pass through it, and you look behind them, nothing but flames and fire and destruction, man. They going through the whole kingdom and just tearing it down, man. Destroying everything, burning everything. Burning the whole kingdom down to the ground. Specifically America. But they burning this whole damn kingdom down to the ground, man. That's exactly right. You understand? That's why I say nothing shall escape them. Meaning, you got the oppressor. Once things happen, you got the oppressor that realize defeat. They gonna be hiding in the bunkers. You know what I mean? Hiding in the underground labyrinth, the underground cities that they got. All types of places they gonna be hiding. And you ain't gonna be able to escape. You're gonna be got. You're gonna be destroyed. And these men is so strong. They so warrior. They body been changed. It's damn near you a superhero. I'm just gonna be real with you. You know what I mean? We watch superhero comics all the time. You're damn near gonna be a superhero. Straight like that. I don't know how else to put it. You're gonna be a superhero. You're gonna be Goku, Super Saiyan 4. You know what I mean? That's just gonna be you. And you're gonna go and, like I said, everything in front of you gonna be good. But once you pass through it, just like the young man Kevian said, once you pass through it, it's destroyed, man. Fire behind you, flaming, raging fire behind you. You know what I mean? Good job on that, man. That's exactly right. Keep going. Read verse 4.
The book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 4. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run.
Right, you understand? I mean, it is not saying you actually gonna look like a horse. But you know what I mean? Just like horses run, like the appearance meaning how they moving, man. How they moving is gonna be like a goddamn horse, man. You're gonna be running as faster than a damn horse, man. You know what I mean? Chasing slacky. You be chasing people, running fast like a horse, just getting it, bro. Not having no sense of slowing down, not having no sense of tired, I need to breathe. You just gone. You know what I mean? You just gone, bro. You know what I mean? Usain Bolt times 20. Just gone on people. Running and chasing people down and killing them. Destroying them. You understand? I'm not saying you look like no horse. But it's saying just like how horses run and they moving and they so fast and you know what I mean how they move, that's the same way you moving. You know what I mean? You just a warrior, just a force to be. It's said in the Bible, ain't nothing was like this, ain't nothing have ever been seen like this before. This is gonna be us, man.
Salakia,
Go ahead.
this reminds me of a movie, The Predator. You remember The Predator?
Yeah, Khan.
This whole scenario reminds me of The Predator. Could nothing stop the Predator. He's the fastest. He jumps the highest. He does everything he does. He's the best at it. He was created for warfare.
Hey, that's exactly how it is. That's exactly how it is, man. It's gonna be alien versus predator, but the alien ain't got no shot. You know what I mean? Salakia. You know what I mean? That's how it's gonna be, man. You know what I mean? I'm reading this out of the Bible. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm not giving you my own. No, I'm reading this out the Bible, man. This is we in Joel, the 2nd chapter. Everybody, I hope you there. We in. You can read it for yourself. King James Version, Joel, the 2nd chapter. This is where we at, man. You understand? It said the appearance of them is. Read verse 4 again.
Con, I don't want con. Joel chapter 2, verse 4. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so shall they run.
As horsemen, so shall they run, man. Did I make this up? Lie, man. It says, as horses, so shall they run. This is how fast they gonna be, man. They gonna be gone.
Hey, Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Hey, we this one right here on the appearance part. Like, I want to know, like, it is safe to say, like, you know how, like, you know, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, like, when the world, how, you know, you used to have the white people going to the jail, working out, you know what I'm saying, and trying to do this and do that. Like, it is safe to say, like, with the appearance of horses, like, this thing, you know what I'm saying, strength and look, they be trying to get, we gonna be giving that look, exactly kind of like the appearance of horses. Like that.
Yeah, like it's not saying you look exactly like a horse, but you gonna be having like you know when you look at a horse, the appearance of a horse is strong. Like especially if you see like one of them black male stallion horses. You know what I mean? They just look like strong, muscle. You know what I mean? Fast. That's what it's saying. Like it's talking about the features of it. It's not saying that you actually gonna be having a horse face like goddamn Anubis or something, a dog face. No, you're not gonna. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's saying, you know what I mean, the features, like the stuff that it's having, like that's how these men is gonna be looking, like strong, fast. You know what I mean? Like they gonna you gonna damn near think it was a horse. You know what I mean? Because they goddamn what the hell? You know what I mean? Something just strong and fast, but you're not gonna be looking like a horse. You're still gonna look like a person, man. Like, ain't no woman gonna want you if you got a horse face. You know what I mean? Salakia. Nah, but you know what I mean? That's what it's talking about. Read verse 5.
Verse 5, like the noise of chariots on the tops of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of the fire that devours the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array.
Right, you understand? Like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains, so shall they leap, man. Man, you're gonna be jumping high. You're gonna be leaping, like just jumping up high, man. Like, you know what I mean? They gonna have they will have you gotta think about they might got a tall ass castle that they don't want you to get in, but you're gonna leap that jump like it's nothing. You understand? You can't there's no way you're gonna escape. You're gonna be leaping high, jumping high, you understand? It says shout. Go ahead.
Hey, if I could, you know how they try to build them doomsday bunkers where, you know what I'm saying, they got like the better safe houses and all that.
Right. And that's exactly right. That's what I'm saying. Nothing that they build is gonna be able to stop you from getting them. You know what I'm saying? Once everything settles, the dust settle, we come down from the chariots, those ones that's left over that was hiding, we digging them out there. That's why I say there's a time for fishing and then there's a time for war. You understand? Understand? There's a time where we gonna go out and get them now. Now is the time of fishing. When Christ come, we come back, it's gonna be time to get them, man. Oh yeah, y'all about to come into captivity. Y'all about to be servants. Y'all not about to live under the bunker alone, separate and just thinking y'all about to do your own thing. No. Y'all about to be subject to Christ, man. You understand? It says, at the noise of a flame of fire that devours the stumble and a strong people set in battle array, man. That's how you gonna be. You just destroying everything. Like turning everything into rumble. That to fuel the fire. You understand? Superpowers, man. Keep going. Read verse 6.
One time, verse 6. Before their face the people shall be much pain. All faces shall gather blackness.
Right. Keep going.
Joel chapter 2, verse 7. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march everyone on his ways, and they shall not break their ranks.
Right. Meaning they moving as an army, and ain't nobody breaking the ranks, man. That's an army that's unmoved. And also when it says that nobody shall break the ranks, ain't nobody dying. And not one of them is going to get killed and fall and break. No, everybody's going to be moving along in the order, in the ranks, destroying everything, man. You understand? Mighty men climbing the wall, jumping the wall. You understand? Men of war, showing you what the Lord is about also. But none of them shall break their ranks. Meaning ain't nobody going to die, ain't nobody going to be out of order. Everybody going to be in order, just destroying everything, man. And this is going to be us. This is people. This is talking about Israelites. This ain't talking about angels. This is talking about Israelites right here. This is talking about Israelites, man. Keep going.
Joel chapter 2, verse 8. Neither shall one thrust another. They shall walk everyone in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded.
Right, neither shall one thrust another, meaning they're not going to be running each other over. Like, you know, you just got some wars where, depending on how it is, you got friendly fire, people. None of that's going to happen, man. Because they are so in order. They so in unison. The Lord army is just nothing to be played with, man. That's what it's telling you. The Lord army is nothing to be played with. We don't got no mishaps, no friendly fire, no none of that, man. It's just a straight army. Thousands of men going in. Thousands of the same amount is coming out. Nobody killed. Nobody's hurt. Nobody harmed. Nobody scuffed. Not a damn scratch on them. Just destroying everybody, killing everybody. You understand? Any one of them fall on the sword shall not be wounded, man. The oppressor or some other heathen try to find a way to stab one of them, they gonna look at them like, and what was that supposed to do? You just tickled my belly. You know what I mean? Like, what was that supposed to do? You understand, man? And when they say the sword, that means bullets. You understand? They're not gonna actually have swords. They're gonna be shooting bullets at them, and bullets is gonna be bouncing off of them. Like, what? You know what I mean? Okay. You know what I mean? You shooting bullets. What's that gonna do? You ain't gonna be able to harm them. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing to these men, man. You understand? Keep going.
Joel chapter 2, verse 9. They shall run to and fro in the city, and they shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief.
You understand? They sneaky, quiet. You understand? Like something like you won't even know, man. They enter in your window like a thief entering your window. They just coming to kill you, man. And ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing you can prepare for. You understand? Read this last verse, and we're gonna go ahead and end class. Verse 10.
Joel chapter 2, verse 10. The earth shall quake before them. The heavens shall tremble. The sun and the moon shall be dark. And the stars shall withdraw their shining.
You understand? Earth shall quake. It's being dark. That's how great this army is, man. That's how terrifying this army is. An army that you have never seen, man. Nothing like it. And notice they ain't say nothing about no weapons or no swords or no guns in their arms. Like you gotta understand, like they doing all this and there's no weapons in their hand. They just doing this off of straight strength, off of powers that they got. And they say they got guns in their hand, they got instruments of war, you're just doing this straight off of muscle, man. Just some type of damn superpower that you got that's just burning shit. It's like it burning and, you know what I mean, doing all types of things, man. You understand? Actually, I want one more verse. Read that verse right below it. Read the next verse, verse 11.
I don't want to climb. Joel chapter 2, verse 11. And Yahweh shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of Yahweh is great and very terrible, and who can abide it?
Right, you understand? And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, meaning that this is the Lord's army. You understand? This is the Lord's army. This is the army for the Lord and Christ, man. He shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. And that goes for people saying, you know what I mean, we're not a camp, we're a school. It's like school of universal practical knowledge is behind me if you're watching online, you understand? But a lot of people say, oh, we don't join camps, we're not a part of, but the Lord got a camp. How you not going to join the I.S.U.P.K when the Lord got the Lord got a school, man? The Lord got a camp, his people. You understand? You're just about to be by yourself, an individual like. You understand? But it say, for his camp is very great, for he is the strong that executed his word. For the day of the Lord is great. You understand? And very terrible. And who can abide it? Meaning, who gonna be able to withstand this army? Who gonna be able to fight them off, combat them? Nobody, man. You understand? Like I said, this is talking about Israelites. This is talking about us. And that's what's going to happen to us and what's going to be going on with us in the midst of all this destruction. You understand? But with that, that's the class. Anybody got any questions or comments on today's class? I know I still got that one from Akaz. I'm going to get that answer. I'll probably have that answer to you. We probably can find that answer. If you come in a Sabbath service or camp, we probably can find it then. You understand? But anybody got any questions or comments on today's class?
It's like it, sir. I want to make a comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, if I could, I just want to say, like, man, like, you know what I'm saying, like, I.S.U.P.K is the whole with the truth, man, and like, Christianity is one of a drug, if I can say that, because, like, you know what I'm saying, read the last verse that you just read, like, that don't sound like no Christian church leader. It don't sound like everybody sitting there and singing and wearing those suits.
Right.
That's all I want to say, sir. Like,
and that's true, man. That's damn right. You understand? That's damn right, man. The Lord is a man of war, man. It said in Exodus 15:3. You understand? So why wouldn't he have a man of war around him? You understand? Why he ain't gonna have no peaches and cream, soft, suit wearing, tie wearing. A good wife is a happy wife is a good wife, or a happy wife is a good life, or whatever the saying is, man. He want men to rule, man. He want men to be in charge. You understand? So that's damn right, man. You understand? That's what the Lord is about. That's why I say right here in this last scripture, man. That's stood an exceeding army, a great army, man. I'm paraphrasing. You see anybody else got any questions or comments?
Slovakia, sir.
Go ahead.
I have a question at camp Saturday. I was wondering, could that the book of Psalm 58 and 10, I was wondering, could that be used as a precept to kind of battle these Christian pastors, the one that they're righteous and they're so-called our leaders and stuff, and they're so-called leading us in the right direction. Can you use that precept to judge their character to show that they don't have a warrior type spirit to lead, like the men of UPK?
Oh yeah, you could definitely use it as a scripture to show, because you know in Christian church they like God loves everybody, and they all about that. You know what I mean? Kumbaya. You understand? You definitely could, because it says the righteous shall rejoice when he see avengers, meaning when the Lord pay them back, the righteous shall rejoice. You know what I mean? When he bathed his blood in the blade, they wash his feet in the blood of the wicked. When he killing the wicked, the righteous will rejoice, because they'll know that that's a justified thing, man. They know that that's justice. Yes, you definitely can use that, and I'll double up on that. Pull. I want you to pull. You got your Bible on you? You got your sword on you, young man, Kevin?
Come on, sir.
Okay, yeah. Give me pull. I'm gonna pull even a better one that you could double up on that. Give me Revelations 13 and 10. I know you heard this before, but this is definitely another one that you could double up on that. Revelation 13 and 10.
What kind?
Right, and real quick, you know what I mean? You know Christians always say they a saint. Oh, I'm a saint. I'm a man of the Lord. I'm a saint. I'm a saint. Saint this, saint that. They always talking about being the saint of the Lord, right? Read that verse when you got it.
Okay. The book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 10. He that leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. He is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Right, that's the patience in the face of the saint. You talking about you a saint, you a saint. Well, the patience and the faith of the saint, meaning what they do this for, what they faith, the reason why they have such a strong faith in God is because they know that he that killeth with a sword must be killed with a sword. He that lead into captivity must go into captivity, man. This is the reason why they have faith because they know the Lord is going to pay everybody back for what they did to His people, man. You can use that verse. You a saint? Well, this is this is the patience and the faith of the saints. And that's justice, man. That's justice for our oppressor doing all the things that he done to us, and he getting paid the exact same thing that he did. He put us into slavery, you gonna go into slavery. You killed us with a sword, you gonna be killed with a sword, man. That'll double up on that to show them that they not fit to be a man of the Lord and they not fit to be righteous. You understand? That'll double up on that. That answer your question?
Coming on, coming, search the water.
Yeah, yonder bar, no sweat. You understand? Anybody else got any questions or comments before we go ahead and end our class?
Yes, like I said, I do got a comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not sure. I mean, I was in the Christian church for a while. I'm just not sure where we get the concept of where Christ is coming back and we're all taken up and being angels and being happy. I have no idea where we get that concept.
Oh, you talking about the rapture?
Able to come in. Just all that rapture, I just have no idea where the heck we get
Oh, that rapture! I can tell you where the rapture came from. I can tell you where the rapture came from. It came from, first of all, it came from the oppressor, obviously. But it was around the time of the Renaissance period. They said it was a little girl, a Christian, you know what I mean, a Christian Edomite girl, you understand, that had a vision. And she had a vision of the rapture. And they brought it to the Christian church. And from there, they adopted it. They adopted that concept. It's just like, it's no different than hell. You know what I mean? Like hell, you going into the ground and burning the fire, Dante's Inferno. It was some, you know what I mean? The king at that time, you know what I mean? He had a vision of this and he took it to the Catholic Church and they adopted it and they started pushing it. So it's the same thing as the rapture. That's where the rapture came from. It came from the Renaissance period. Some Edomite had a vision and they just adopted it and pushed it.
So that just means, that means that we never read this thing. We just was going off of what our pastors and teachers are teaching us, man.
Yeah, exactly.
We pick this stuff up again.
Exactly. There's nowhere in the Bible. Ain't no rapture. Nowhere in the Bible can you find a rapture or people. You know what I mean? No, that's not how it's gonna be, man. You understand? If you got the precepts today, you know how it's gonna be because you got the precepts today to back it up. You understand? Anybody else got any other questions? So I'm guessing everybody just understands this class. They got every precept that they want for this class. They just know it. And the Most High in Christ, you understand? For some way I was able to teach the class and nobody got no questions on it. Most High in Christ.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
I can't remember where I watched it. I think it's one of head priest Yeshaya's old videos. A lot of the things that you talked about tonight is just a refresher for me because he talked about those things so much when I first got into the truth. He was one of the first people I started listening to, and everything that you brought out tonight about the flying roll, about the four faces, all those things have been revealed to me before, and to hear it again, it just verifies everything that I was thinking about. How the Most High is going to send Christ back. It's just a verification of it. Yeah, it's a great class. The water for that.
Yeah, Most High Christ. That's why I knew it was going to be a good topic. I know I had people ask for this topic, so I wanted to do this topic. It just took a while. I just wanted to put the right precepts together and see where I wanted to go with it. But you know what I mean? I wanted to put this class together. I knew it was going to be a good topic. Salaki, if I rushed through it, you know what I mean? I had a lot of precepts. There's a lot more precepts that I actually got that I can actually go over, but you know what I mean? This is a lot, so I just had to combine and then compress it
Like,
into a class. Go ahead.
if you don't mind, maybe give it to me off topic, whatever. But I just want to go into the area or give me a precept to where I want to see how many angels was swimming out.
Oh
like
no, actually
angels.
that's a part of class. Give me you know I forgot to put that. I was supposed to actually bring that out. Actually, give me Revelations 9 and 16. Give me Revelations 9. The water that was a great. The spirit of I ain't gonna say so like the water. Just all I'm gonna say the water, man. You understand? The water. And that's how I know the Lord is with the ISUPK, and everybody who's coming and attending the classes that's in it, a trooper, officer. You understand? Even a young man, you just coming to study, or a sister that's just coming to study, you haven't received a name yet. You understand? The name gonna come, you gonna get it, and that's how I know this is the truth, man. Because it's just the spirit on the school is just nothing but from the Lord. I even forgot about this, and he brought this up, and I was actually supposed to bring this out, man. Give me Revelation 9 and 16, because we gonna show you, we gonna show you who by the Bible of who's coming with Christ and who's gonna be on those chariots and who's gonna be with Christ when he returns. Read that when you got it. No, Salaki, I don't want Trooper Kaz to read it because he asked. I want him to pull it.
Revelation 9, verse 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them.
Right. So the number of the armies, meaning the ones that was coming with Christ, the number of army that was with them, that was with Christ when he came back, was 200,000. Now, anybody know what number that is? Go ahead.
Is that 200 million?
That's 200 million angels, man. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Woo, yeah. So like, woo is right, man. Yeah. 200 is going to be Christ and 200 million angels, man. Now, you see if you can beat that army. You're not going to be able to. But yeah, that was a great question. That was a good. Oh, go ahead, Salakia.
He's not coming to play game.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You're damn right. You understand? But that was a good question. The water for that question. 200 million angels is coming with Christ. That's the answer right there. You can get that from Revelations 9 and 16, man. It shows that 200 million angels. Go ahead.
That's so heavy that you just said that because in the previous verses, one of the first couple of verses that you read in class, talking about how they would fall in fear from the faces of seeing the faces of the angels.
Oh yeah.
And then just so happened, if you got a room full of the oppressors, so to speak, and maybe one or two Negroes walk in the room, they get fearful real quick.
Right.
So imagine, I'm just sitting here imagining 200 million black angels.
Black angels, right. Black angels. Hey, yo, that was so heavy that you put the word black in it too, because that's damn right, man. You see a bunch of black angels, you like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what to think, right? All your life you thought angels was white little babies. Then you see some fearful 4 face, 4 wings, you know what I mean? Angels that's black. And it's 200 million of them. First of all, you know they coming for black people. They black. You know what I mean? You know they coming for black people. You know what I'm saying? So you know that. You know that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you just know, well, damn, you know what I mean? You think about all the white people. Salaki, all the oppressors, the Edomites. They'll be like, well, I was just calling the black person a nigger the other day. Well, goddamn, God, what damn tarnation. You know what I mean? Like, they already know what's coming for them, man. You know what I mean? You already know what's coming for them, man. You know what I'm saying? They already know what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's damn right, man. That's a good observation. Anybody got any other questions or comments?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Go ahead.
So basically, like the return of your house, like, is that kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like, is it the same thing with, is it where we gonna see, is that the same thing Elisha see?
Elijah?
I mean, Elisha, yes, sir.
Yeah, they had a vision of it. Like, it wasn't exactly how it is supposed to be, But yeah, it's the vision of Ezra seen, Elijah seen. Yeah, it's the vision of what they seen. They vision. You understand? They was trying to relate it to as much as they could during their time period. But yes, that's exactly what they'll be seeing. That's the vision of it. You understand? Anybody got any other questions? All right, let me see. Give me 1 second. We're gonna go ahead and close out class. Give me 1 second though. All right, tomorrow class, Wednesday night class from 7 to 9 p.m. If you in Atlanta school, I know everybody here is either in Atlanta school or a young man, a student learning to be a trooper and part of Atlanta school. Everybody's a part of Atlanta school. Our captain in Atlanta, Captain Radazaya, he's gonna be teaching tomorrow's class. So if you was here in this class and you can be available for tomorrow's class, be available for tomorrow's class because it's gonna be taught by the captain over Atlanta, man. It's gonna be taught by our camp leader, the highest man. Though you know what I mean, our Lord over Atlanta, our Adawan over Atlanta is gonna be taught by Captain Radazaya. So make sure you tune in to tomorrow's class that's taught by Captain Radazaya over Atlanta. You understand? Anybody that's in Atlanta, this is gonna be the leader over our area. This is gonna be the one that's above everybody over over our area. So make sure you tune into Wednesday class from 7 to 9 p.m. Man, it's gonna be a great class. You understand? Like I said, we got Captain Radazaya teaching it. You understand? So if you was in the class for me, I'm on Officer 500. You was in class for me, you definitely could be in class with Captain Radazaya. You understand? So make sure you call in and you tune in to watch on the online, share it online. You understand? Promote it online. Captain Radazaya teaching tomorrow's class. You understand? But with that, we're gonna go ahead and close the whole. You understand? We're going to go ahead and close the online video. Y'all bashmi shikata to the brothers. Y'all shamar to the sisters. We're going to stop the online.